Hello and welcome to Qatar 365, the show that offers a fresh outlook on Doha and the local neighbourhoods. I'm Miranda Ratti and we're bringing you another special episode on the FIFA World Cup. This time it's all about location, 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 as we explore some unmissable places to visit here in Qatar.
Coming up, we visit some must-see locations, as well as providing top tips for Qatar 2022. And we explore the many ways Lusail has been designed to be the ultimate World Cup city.
It's been called the world's best-kept secret, but the secret's out. In the midst of the first ever World Cup to be hosted in the Middle East, Qatar is front and centre on the global stage. But there's more to do here than just watch international football. We sent Adil Halim to find out what you can do with a few days in Doha.
A digital hire card is essential for every fan who visits Qatar during the FIFA World Cup. But it's not just an entry permit for the country, it's an entry pass to the stadiums, as well as provides free travel on public transport.
The first thing, which is the most important one, which is a free transportation. So you can access to the metro and buses and the public, all the transportation, public transport for free to do the movement. The second thing is the journey planner. We always encourage everyone to use the Hire Card journey planner to plan for their journey and to have all the latest notifications in terms of transportation. And as well for the taxi, you can do a pre-booking and book for your taxi.
No visit to Doha is complete without a walk through the iconic Souk Waqif. The busy trading market is where tourists and locals alike come together to get anything from spices to souvenirs. Take a stroll down any of the winding passageways and you'll be sure to see something that catches your eye. And once you've had your fill of the souk, which transports you to the past, let's fast forward into the future to the lesser known but equally impressive Masharab, right across the street. Hailed as one of the first sustainable downtown regeneration projects in the world, Masharab's architecture blends modernity and culture with a mix of the past, present, and future to bring new life to Doha's old commercial district. Still looking ahead, we visit the crown jewel of Qatar's many museums. The newly renovated Museum of Islamic Art recently reopened after a major overhaul. While it first opened its doors at the edge of Doha's Corniche in 2008, that was meant to be a transformational moment for the country as a global cultural destination. Fast forward 15 years, and the reimagined museum's next chapter features 18 galleries that explore Islamic art, history, and culture.
The Museum of Islamic Art per se is a great tourist attraction. It's an incredible architecture built by the Pritzker Prize winning architect Ian Pei. It's one of the most amazing architectural gems in the whole region. That's to start with. The other thing is also the collection of Islamic art in Mia, in this museum, is outstanding. It is really world class. And if you want to explore Islamic art, this is the place to go.
Across the street from the Museum of Islamic Art is the equally impressive Jean Nouvel-designed National Museum of Qatar. Before the discovery of oil and gas here, Qatar was primarily a pearl diving community. Sprawled across a massive 40,000 square meters, Qatar's history is explained, particularly the country's evolution from its humble beginnings to becoming an affluent cultural hub. The French architect's design was inspired by the commonly found and naturally occurring crystal formations known as the Desert Rose. The immersive experience takes visitors on a visual journey through the country's history, dating back from the prehistoric era to present day.
So prior to the discovery of oil in 1939, the people of Qatar depended on movement and seasonal migration. So during the summer months they would be on the coast for the pearling season, and then during the winter months they would move inland to the desert in search of grazing, to graze their animals, and in search of water resources as well.
Next, we arrive at the Qatar Cultural Village, where artists and scholars and football fans meet. Similar to Souk Waqif, take a stroll down any of these winding passageways and you'll eventually get to the country's creative hub. Whether it's the Qatar Studios, which has produced the soundtrack of this year's FIFA World Cup, to the Opera House, or this waterfront amphitheater, home to numerous concerts and festivals.
It's very important for us. This is the main goal and this is the vision why Qatar is there, to create the cultural hub, to import others' culture and to export our culture and heritage to others through the festivals that we plan, do, or host within Qatar.
And finally, we head to Qatar's city of the future.
Lusail is a new city. Where we are standing 10 years ago was probably just rocks and sands and nothing existed. You have the brand new Place Vendôme, a luxury high-end shopping mall, and probably one of the most interesting and wow places to go if you want to explore shopping. And then we have, of course, the Lusail Boulevard. So people will hear lots more about Lusail, and after the World Cup, Lusail will be a household name.
And there you have it. Our tour of some of the must-see places during your free time in Qatar concludes here in Lusail, the site of the FIFA World Cup final match.
And one of the things that makes Lusail so unique is that it's a city created with the World Cup in mind. From design to layout to execution, with a metro and a tram to transport football fans around, and of course the Lusail Stadium, which will host the final. Let's find out more.
A city nearly 20 years in the making. Constructed using the latest cutting-edge technology and with sustainability and connectivity its cornerstones, Lusail is aiming to be the most ambitious new development in Qatar. Esmat Zaidan, an associate professor of public policy at Hamad bin Khalifa University, specialises in urban planning. We've come to Lusail to visit some of the city's most unique spaces. And as she explains, it's a new city with a long history.
The name Lusail was derived from a rare flower that is indigenous to the region, and it was said to be a true symbol of the ethnicity of the place. The founder of modern Qatar, Sheikh Jassim bin Mohammed Al Thani, was born in Lusail. He lived in Lusail, and he also built Lusail Castle that happened to be at that time the center of governance. A century later, the government of Qatar has started making plans in order to develop Lusail and transform it into a hyper-modern city.
As well as reflecting traditional shapes and architecture, Lusail has been designed to be pedestrian-friendly. Jose Romero is taking advantage of the flat paths as a safe space for his kids to practice on their bikes.
This area in Lusail is nice to enjoy with the bikes and, nice, really beautiful weather. So it's good to have a coffee and then spend some time with the kids and just be enjoying life.
What I find good here is that they finish the promenades first. People can enjoy the place as much as possible and to be able to walk, to have a drink. There are activities, it's by the sea. It's very pleasant.
Doha resident Deo Meningas's children also have their own form of transport to use in Lusail.
We came here to see the view, also to eat, to experience the nice food around the food arena. For kids to relax also, we brought their scooter and skateboard so they can have fun.
The transportation system in the city ranges from metro and car to more unique options.
This rickshaw is for rent. You pay 60 riyal. I take you around from here, Marina Night Market, up to their Vendôme side, and come back.
Since 2005, property developer Qatari DR has been in charge of the construction.
We make sure that this city will be act as a smart city. So there was so many initiative has been taken to approach this objective. One of those to be particularly is the LRT, the Lusail tram. So this is minimize the vehicular passes and encourage the people to be moved and transport by using the LRT system.
The tram, metro and city car parks are controlled from one central hub.
Lusail Command and Control Center, LCC, is considered the central of intelligence that operate the entire city. It's utilized with advanced technology to operate, monitor and manage the city infrastructure.
Sustainability is a key feature of the city. As well as controlling the telecoms and security network, it is the LCCC that controls the city's infrastructure, such as waste, gas and cooling systems.
Lusail was built to fulfill the sustainability ambition and goals of the country, and also to provide Qatar with a new city model to the entire world.
Lusail extends across an area of 38 square kilometres. Key hotspots include a luxury mall, Place Vendôme, and of course, Lusail Stadium.
We're standing now in the urban heart of the city, the boulevard. It serves as Lusail's key business, food and retail hub, and in its design, it's modelled after perhaps the most famous street in Paris, the Champs-Élysées.
And as night falls, Lusail has plenty of activations to keep visitors entertained. From a drone show to live music and the fan zones, which will be in place throughout the whole of Qatar 2022, ensuring that it lives up to its design as a World Cup city.
The World Cup offers the opportunity to see more than just the games, whether it's the best art, culture or locations across Qatar. And that is all we have time for on this episode. But as always, if you have any questions, just reach out via our hashtag Qatar365. Thanks for watching. Do check out euronews.com for more and join us again next time on Qatar 365.